And kick it up. If you know this, feel free to sing along with this. These are spoons. These are the modern spoons. It's hard to eat cereal with them, but still they play like spoons. Here you go, Ben, crank and stuff. Whoa! How about you for keeping the coin right there? All right. Little baby love so little shelter. Little baby love so little baby love so little shelter. Little baby love so. Put on the skill, put on the lid. Mama's gonna make a little show. That ain't all that she's gonna do. Mama's gonna make a little coffee. Little baby love so little shelter. Little baby love so. Three little children lying in bed, two once again the other. Sent for the doctor and the doctor said, feed those jukes short and bread. Mama, little baby love short, Mama, little baby love short, Mama, little baby love short, Mama, little baby love short. When those children heard that talk about short. Skipped around like they stop. Mama, little baby love so, 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 baby loves something shocking. My little baby loves something. My little baby loves something shocking. My little baby loves something. Oh yeah. That was the first piece of sheet music my parents ever bought me. I came home from church one Wednesday night, and there sitting on the piano was a pristine, well, it wasn't pristine, it was old, it was used, an old copy of Short and Great. Loved it ever since. Okay, we are up to In the Sweet By and By. Yeah. Already we're up to the Sweet By and By. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? We want to thank Bill for setting up the equipment for us today. Great job of that. Sounded really good. What a beautiful room y'all have here. It's a wonderful deal. And next we move to...
This one's obviously a kind of a different guitar. It's back in the good old days, and now they've become popular again. People couldn't afford a regular guitar, so they would just take a cigar box and put 4 strings, usually just some sort of wire or clothesline wire and stuff like that, and tune it up. And this one's kind of made in that style. So this is your cigar box guitar. We're going to play one by a musician who is very famous here in Waco during the 20s and 30s. He's Blind Willie Johnson. And he was famous for a number of songs. In fact, one of his tunes was shot up with some into space for space aliens to find. But this particular one is John the Revelator, and as you'll hear, some of the lyrics are a little bit here and there and different things like that. He was once arrested here in Dallas in front of the federal courthouse because he was singing the song back during the 30s, but the guys thought it was something subversive about it. So he spent a night in jail for playing the song, but now he's become an American treasure, fortunately. So here we go.
John the Revelator. You might Anybody watch Sons of Anarchy? No, I wouldn't admit it either. But this is one of the songs from Sons of Anarchy. I think you'll know this one. We are moving back to, no, we're moving to a guitar. Ben plays so many instruments. I've been going over to his house for the last 7 years, no, the last year, and he's dragged out over 70 instruments that he has, and he plays them all fairly well. It's kind of surprising. He has everything from this to a Japanese, no, a type, what is it, a Taiwan float boat? Or
I can't even remember now.
So much. You'll know this one.
This one's ironically from the same time as these other songs from the 30s and 20s, and it's Malagueña. Most people associate it with Spanish flamenco, but it was actually written by the Cuban composer Ernesto Leguan around 1930. This is a backwards dedication to my wife, Bonnie King, and we were actually married here in this room 7 years ago. Well, we weren't married. We had the reception here. We had the marriage in the church area, but it's dedicated to her. She has to sit through this every morning because we have adjoining little offices together. She gets to hear Bonnie King, etc. every morning.
All right. This is called Cotton Eye Joe. We have changed the lyrics. The original lyrics of Cotton Eye Joe were not fit for church. They're not fit for, they're really not fit for Friday night at any establishment you might want to go to. So we have changed this a little bit, so we're going to try Cotton Eye Joe. Nobody dance like the Cotton Eye Joe. Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Where did you go? Cotton Eye Joe, I've been here a long time ago. That was an old song. You can tell in the old days they were a little short on the lyrics. So that's kind of what came out of that Hot Nut Joe. Now, if you got a story about Mrs. O'Flaherty,
Just a quick one. This is a Irish jig, and again, kind of from the old neighborhood here, where there's sort of what they called Irish flats or whatever back, I believe, that way. And this is from around the turn of the century, called Mrs. O'Flaherty's Knickers.
if you like that song, Mrs. O'Flaherty's Knickers, I would suggest you don't look that up on YouTube. No, don't do that. I got taken to all kinds of places where people misunderstood knickers for something else that women might wear. Don't look it up. Don't look it up. Yeah. This is called a didgeridoo. Now, how many of you have seen a didgeridoo before? And they're longer than this, aren't they? Yeah, this one would be that long if you stretched it out. However, it would not fit in my car. So we ended up with the curved didgeridoo. You'll notice that I am keeping the tag on here because I'm not sure about it yet. I may still want to send it back. One thing I've learned with learning to play this is there's a thing called, what's it called, the breathing thing?
Circular breathing.
Circular breathing. Anybody had any experience with circular breathing? It's you take a breath while you're blowing out. Yeah, I didn't get it either. So I do bring along my handy can of Boost Oxygen. And you'll see why in a little bit. It takes a lot of air to blow this sucker. But this is this is not a real song. Sounds like it was made up, because it was. Yeah, so Ben and I are going to do a little thing on the didgeridoo in the D flute. with the didgeridoo, but now we've got Cripple Creek medley coming up, and I'm going to do a little thing on the spoons here. Nothing different, but I won't eat cereal with me. Right. We've got a couple of more songs, and then we'll let y'all get back to your Sundays. No football today. Not sure what's up with that. Did they have something last week or something? Took care of all that? I don't know what's going on. This is a grand old song from the Cash family. If I say the Cash family, who am I talking about? Johnny. Who else? Who? Yeah, Mom. And this is from Johnny's mother-in-law, June. Who's June Carter Cat? That was his wife, wasn't it? Now, who is June's mother?
Mother Maybelle Carter.
Mother Maybelle Carter.
This came from an old hymn book, but the dad, whatever his name, Carter was, they were in San Antonio for quite a while they were making records, and they sent them down to the border, and the records made it sound like they were in a radio studio, but they were there in San Antonio, and he was running low on material one day, went down Broadway, which is one of the main streets in San Antonio, went to the First Baptist Church, and he saw this hymn with a circle being broken, and it was just, as the story goes, the book was open to it, and from that, he took it back home, and his daughter, now Mother Maybelle Carter, took the song and made it into the one that you'll hear a version of right now.
A version of it. Very careful to point out it's a version. Not to be confused with the original, okay? Here we go. By my window on a cloudy day, when I saw the herdsman rolling on to carry my mother away. With a circle, we are broken. Is that okay with you? We got one more for you, but it's a doozy. It's a doozy. Now, this one includes not only a banjo solo, but a kazoo solo. Let me test this sucker, make sure it's gonna work. There he goes. Okay, be listening for that. It's a little bit later on in the song. This is a song called, don't tell me I know the name of it.
Buffalo Girl.
Buffalo Gal. Gal. It was back when you could call a girl a gal and not get slapped. Yep. Those were different days, weren't they? Now, some of you may know this from a famous movie. You probably saw it about 2 months ago. We'll let you decide if you know that or not. I was walking down the street, down the street, down the street. Pretty young gal I chanced to meet under the silver moon. You know this Buffalo gal will come out tonight, come out tonight, come out tonight. Oh, Buffalo gal will come out tonight and dance by the light of the moon. Stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. Her left foot covered up the whole sidewalk. Oh, she was fair to me. I asked her if she'd have a dance, have a dance, have a dance. I thought that I might get a chance to shake my foot with her. Oh, Buffalo gal, come out tonight, come out tonight, come out tonight. Oh, Buffalo gal, come out tonight and dance by the light of the moon. I danced. Applause after song. Gal with a hole in her stocking and her feet kept rocking and her toes kept knocking. Dance with a gal with a hole in her stocking, dance by the light of the moon. I asked her if she'd be my wife, be my wife, be my wife, and make me happy for the rest of my life. Oh, if she'd marry me. Sing it, Buffalo gal, won't you come out tonight, come out tonight. Come out tonight, oh, Buffalo gal, won't you come out tonight and dance by the light of the moon. Once more, Buffalo gal, won't you come out tonight, come out tonight, come out tonight. Buffalo gal, won't you come out tonight and dance by the light of the moon, and dance by the light of the moon. Thank you very much. We were watching this. We had some t-shirts in the back. And we thank you for staying with us today. Thank you very much. Good kid, John Heiman.